Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to get or how to create a plugin to get a list of users from Moodle LMS. So let's get started. Now I'm setting up Moodle with the help of Bitnami on my local system, which is according to me the easiest way. So yeah, let's get started. Also, one more thing which I want to tell you is I have just created a folder named Moodle. You can name it whatever you feel like, and I have opened it inside VS Code because I'm using VS Code to write some code, but you can use whatever text editor you feel like. So first, as usual, we need to copy this particular command. So I'll just copy this. Make sure you have Docker up and running, and then I can just go to terminal, and I'll just go to the folder where I have created this Moodle folder. Okay, I think I need to come out first. So here I am on my desktop, and I can just do cd Moodle, then I can just clear everything out. Okay, then first I'll just come over here. I'll just paste this command docker pull bitnami Moodle latest. So again, this will take a bit of time. In the meantime, what we need to do is we need to create a docker compose file, and to create the docker compose file you will have to go to this URL over here. So I'll just do command C. I'll open it inside a new tab, and here we can just copy all this code. Command C again, we'll come over here, and here we'll create a file called docker-compose.yml. okay, and I'll just paste this. I'll do a command S to save it. Once that is done, I will come back over here again, and okay, so this is still happening. So yeah, let's just wait for this to finish, and I'll just come at the top. Okay, so we have already run this. We don't want to do this, so we'll just wait for this to okay, so it has already downloaded. Great. So I can just run this command. I think this will error out because it already have this network. So yeah, here you can see, so this is fine. Then I can just copy this particular entire part. Ignore the $sign, otherwise you might get an error, and I'll just paste this. So again, now it will install MariaDB for us. So it is basic. So mostly like in some of the other setups which I have noticed that it uses MySQL as well. So yeah, MariaDB or MySQL, whatever you are using, that's fine. Then we need to create this volume as well. So again, I'll just copy this. Let's just wait for this to finish. I think it should be pretty quick. Then I'll just paste this command again. That this is also done. Now to run it, all you need to do is docker compose up. So now let's just wait for a few seconds for it to pull everything. Okay, I don't know why this is. I think it does take a bit of time for it to reflect. So here you can see, yeah, now it is working. So I can just click on login. I'll just enter. So the username is user and the password is bitnami. I'll just click on login. So I have logged in as an admin. I can just click on this edit mode as well. Now what we need to do is we need to write a script. So first, to write a script, we need to include the script path inside this docker compose.yml file as well. Okay, so the next thing is we just need to paste this particular bit of code. Again, I'm on my macOS, that's why I'm using it like this, but if you're on Windows, you just have to change the path. So basically what I'm telling is, on my desktop, create a folder called Moodle local plugins. Inside that we will have this user list, and we are mapping the same to docker compose or to bitnami Moodle as well, so that it knows about it, whatever code we have written. So once I have done this, I'll just do command S to save it. Again, you can save this to whatever folder you want. I'm just more comfortable saving it to desktop. Then what we can do is we just do Control C to stop this, and we'll run docker compose again, compose up again, so it will know about this Moodle Moodle local plugin user list plugin as well. So next, now to do the development, I'll just open a new window. I'll just and here I'll just open this Moodle local plugins, and here is our user list file. Now inside this we need to create few files which are kind of like boilerplate code. So let's go through it one by one. Here I have this folder. Inside that, first we'll create another folder named db, and inside that we need to create a file called access.php. make sure you also give it the same name, otherwise you might face a lot of issues. And inside this we just need to copy this particular code. So again, this is boilerplate this is boilerplate code which is present by default to access the database. Then here we have to define the capabilities. So first here, as you can see, I'm just giving the user list colon view, defining this. Okay, and the capability type is of read, context table is context system, and here we are defining the arc types, manager, cap allow. Now even I don't understand all of this, even I have referred the chat GPT for this, but this is all the database capabilities which you require to access the user list. So I'll just do command S to save it. Okay, next we need to create a file called version.php. so I'll just create that file as well, version.php, and I'll just command v. okay, I think I messed it. So in this I'll just paste some code and come back. Here I'll just paste this bit of code. So again, this is boilerplate code which you have to write. So first you have to write the component name, which in our case it is local underscore user list. Here you have to define the version number. So the current year is 2025, and it is 8th of June, that's why I have used it like this. And here is the minimum Moodle version which you want to support. So I think this is for Moodle version 4, so that's why I have written it like this, 2022 04 19 00. So again, I'll just do command S to save this. So the next is we need to create this lang /en, and here we need to give it as user underscore list dot php. Do command V to paste. Again, here we just define the plugin name, and here we define the user list view user list, as well as the title of registered user. But yeah, you feel free to change the title whatever you feel like is correct for you. There is a small mistake which I have made. So here we need to write it like this, local underscore user list dot php, because that is the name of our plugin, right? Then we need to create a file over here called index.php, and I'll just command V to paste all the code. So here we are first requiring config.php, then it requires login as well. Then here we get hold of our context using the context system instance. Then it requires the capability of local user list view. Okay, then we just define the context, the URL, the title, as well as the heading, and we just output it. And then we use HTML writer tag, passing the h2, we get the string title as well as the local user list. Okay, then here first we get hold of all the users which we have from our database. Once we have that, we create a new HTML table, and here we just use the ID, full name, as well as the email. We loop over all it, and we just append all the data to our HTML table and write it. And then we just define a footer as well at the very end. Next, to install this, you need to go to Moodle local plugins. You will have to zip this. So I'll just compress this. Okay, and then I can just come over here. I can go to site administration. Make sure your Docker Compose up is running. Then you can go to plugins. You can go to install plugins, and then you can just drag and drop this particular zip file, and then click on install plugin from the zip file. Click on continue, and then click on continue again. Then upgrade Moodle database. So this will take a bit of time. In the meantime, you just need to go to this URL, because that's our URL, right? Our domain is localhost:8080/local/user-list. So I can just copy this. So okay, so this is done. I'll just click on continue, and inside a new tab I can directly go to localhost:8080/local/user-list. This is where our all registered users are present. Like whatever we have, we are getting it from our DB. So just to prove it to you, I can register a new user. I can go to site administration, users, browse list of users, click on add a new user. Here I'll just give it as test. Okay, and you need to give some proper password to this, otherwise it complains a lot. I mean, it requires alphanumeric and all this stuff. and here also I'll just name it as test. Command A, command C, I'll just give this as test, and I'll just give it as test at test.com, and I'll just click on create user. Okay, so the user has been created. I can just go to this tab and I can refresh, and here you can see the user is present inside our list as well. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.